Hello. Welcome to the Dahlia World Garden's presentation of Seattle at Dawn, a Mage of the Ascension chronicle. I am our storyteller, Tim Dahlia. Thank you for joining us. We do stream new episodes on the Dahlia World Garden YouTube channel every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time. If you're watching this and it's gobbledygook and you have no idea what we're saying or what's going on, maybe you don't speak English, or you just haven't watched the previous episodes and you just need to get caught up. So you can do that at our playlist. And while you're there, subscribe to this channel. We would greatly appreciate your support. And without any ado, let us introduce our mages playing with us tonight. Billie, go ahead and go first. I always choose you first.
Hi, it's me. I'm Billie. She, her, they, them pronouns. I play Charlie Newell, formerly Calvin Klein.
I think it's the other way around.
Wow, yeah.
Maybe?
I don't know. Is it now? I don't know. I mean, I still need to
Carol
fix
or
that.
Cheryl?
Because...
Was it Carol or Cheryl?
Yeah. I mean, Charlie is still chunky, so we still need to do some adjustments, but
something you can easily do at any time.
I know. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
We have to sit down long enough to do that.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry. You go. I think I interrupted you. I don't know.
That's all right. That's all right. People know who I am.
That's true. Everybody knows who Billie is. Gotcha. All right. Well, maybe less people know who Alix is.
I mean, I would hope not. I've been sitting here too. Hi, I'm Alix. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Jezebel Spinner. She's in a sort of excited place. New things are happening. New abilities are coming to light. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah. And Cindy.
Yeah, I play, well, first of all, I use she, her pronouns, and I play Inea, née Blackwell, who is kind of in the same place Alix is, literally and figuratively, as far as new abilities and new things that she's learned and learning. Starting to kind of get, I don't know about enjoy the process necessarily, but the results maybe. Yeah, the process has been a little hectic.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's life as an awakened mage. Everything's a little hectic. So, last time that we met, we went over a few things. We went over like what your characters were thinking about, and what type of focus you were putting towards growth, what experience you were spending, essentially, and how that all kind of mixes together. And we'll take a bit of an opportunity here to kind of get some of these things, completely integrated. But as far as the world's concerned, you have completed your mission to speak with Crow and form a relationship that hopefully, through the headdress that is now gifted to Charlie, can assist you in your endeavors against the Owl Walkers, the humans that are possessed by shards of owl, and may or may not be more connected to the larger cosmos, or it could just be a smaller contingent of xenophobic assholes. You returned to this mortal world. You assisted the bridge trolls in stomping out some of these owl walkers, and have spent some time away from the rest of the world, preparing for this inevitable fight. You have contacted your various allies and friends, and you have gotten a nice little hotel room set up, though you can also go back to your home. I know that Inea's got a place in Seattle. A little more difficult for Charlie and Jezi. Not too bad. Plus, who would want to go home when you're wanted for, well, formerly wanted for murder and definitely wanted for questioning. So, but you've used this time to kind of reach out and reflect and grow. Do that. Who wants to go first? I have no agenda here. I have an agenda.
So I think we've kind of gotten ourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thinking we should take this time, since we're sitting in this hotel room that Mark Kardashian, no relation, was so kind to arrange for us, and start talking about how we can mesh what we do.
Yeah,
because I think we as players have talked about it a little bit, but I don't think our characters have really addressed it with each other yet.
Not completely, no. Yeah, not too long ago, Mark Kardashian was able to retrieve your items, or help you retrieve your items from the Cascade Grove. And as you start going through your stuff, you hear, nay, nay, nay.
Oh, that's Proberry.
Hey,
where is that?
I missed you. Oh my God. Are we ready? Are we gonna go? I cannot wait to get new footage.
You're gonna have to wait just a little while longer.
But it's like the golden hour. Look out there. It's beautiful.
Okay, but here. What's outside the window?
You look outside the window, and as you open up the curtain, immediately staring right at you is a crow.
Jesus.
Cal!
Hey, wow. Okay. So, Charlie, I think you have a visitor?
Cal!
I figure out how to unmute myself. Okay, I'm gonna go over and I'm actually just gonna go outside.
Okay. You look down on the ground, and the blackbird hops down, and you see before you an assortment of various pieces of trash, all to different degrees of shininess, kind of laid out on the floor, in front of you. And then, after a moment, you see the bird look at it, and then grab a few more things, and you see it rearrange everything in a different pattern. Then pop back and, Cal!
Does it seem to make any sense at all?
I don't know, roll like intelligence and I don't know, enigmas.
Okay, let's see. Intelligence. Difficulty 6?
6. All right, one success. I mean, it's not terribly difficult to kind of figure out that the first arrangement was by size, in a line from the smallest thing to the largest thing. And then the rearrangement, you can't quite tell the difference between some of the refuse, but it seems to be in order of shininess.
All right.
Looks at it again.
Well, thank you for little friend.
Cow!
I don't have shit on me. Like, do we have any food in the hotel room? I'm thinking, like, a little treat would be good. I bet you... I bet you Nay has some cornmeal or something.
Nay has some trail mix that the crow would probably appreciate more.
I'm going to go back in and get that.
Ooh.
Well, ask Nay if she has something. Ask the room if anybody has anything I could give this crow as a treat.
Bag of trail mix.
Grab it and head back out there. And
She says
the
with a
crow a
mouthful
little
of granola bar.
The crow hops excitedly and pops back a bit, and you toss some of the trail mix on the ground, and it greedily grabs and downs it. Cow!
I'll have to figure out a name for you, friend.
Cow!
Cal, huh?
Cow.
Okay. I like it. I don't need that name anymore.
Cow. 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 Cow.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Cal.
It
And
hops up a bit and kind of lands on the railing next to your door, and kind of looks at you, kind of curious. Blinks a bit.
I, reach out and see it. See if it'll let me like stroke his back.
It seems
back of
very.
his neck and...
It's very accepting of that. It's okay.
Aw.
If a crow could purr,
They do.
that's
Yeah, they make some kind of noises that are similar.
okay.
Some
Isn't it-
sort
I
of
guess it's
rolling
more-
brokey.
It's more rattly, but
I
Yeah.
guess it's like a pigeon coo, so it's like coo.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah. It's Billy, you had it right. It is actually described as a rasp or a rattle.
Rattle. Okay. All right. Well, rattles.
This is the cutest thing in the world. I just have to say, thank you.
We're discovering this together. I like it.
hey.
The it kind of nudges a bit to you, and then it pokes a bit at like the bag that you have on you, and kind of taps that with its beak a bit.
The trail mix?
No, your bag.
Oh, my bag. What you want in there? Pull my bag over.
Mhm.
Open it up.
Okay. You look through and are you pulling things out for the?
Yeah, I'm kind of, pulling things out. And, is it this?
Yeah. You go through a few different things, but when you pull the baggie that has the mushrooms in it from the spirit wilds, it bounces a bit and looks a little more exciting. Cow.
Oh. Okay.
And
Here,
then,
try this.
And then it like jumps back and shakes its head and flies back down to the refuse on the ground and starts reorganizing it again.
Okay, I want to try to decipher what he's doing down there.
This time, you're not quite sure, but it looks like maybe the items are organized by the shape. Like, something that's more round is with other round things that are more angular with more angular things.
Like with like, huh? Huh. Just not sure what to do with these. I don't have anything else that's like them. Let me, put the headdress on and look at them.
Okay. You put on the headdress, and you feel an overwhelming presence kind of push into your mind, and it doesn't take over or anything. It just kind of lays over your thought processes, and you can kind of feel as if something is writing in you. And you can kind of see little sparkles of different points of interest. And when you look down at the collection of refuse, it's really bright. And when you look at the bird, it also kind of has a bit of a sheen and a shine to it. And it sparkles a little bit. And then you look around a bit more and you see the mushrooms in your hand, and they too sparkle a bit. Or in the words of Tom Shane, sparkle. Okay, sorry. I hear those commercials, I can't stop myself.
All right. You've got a friend in the trinket business.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. I'm now having ideas for the Spy Sisters. Okay.
I want to, I just want to pick up the stuff that Cal left, that Cal put down there.
Okay. Cal looks nervous for a bit and
I just want to
barks a little at you. Cal!
I just look at it real, look at each item and then put it back.
Let you put it back, and if it isn't in the exact same position it was before, it corrects the positioning.
Oh no, I picked them all up,
Oh.
and I looked at all the items, and then I just put them back down.
And he corrects their placement.
Oh, Billie's Enigma score is pretty low. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with these. Well, maybe I can get some insight from my friends. I'm gonna go back inside and and let them know what's going on out here with the crow.
Okay, as you go
See
inside,
if maybe they have some insight into what I should do here. Because
as
it's
you
not
walk
making any
inside,
sense.
it hops almost immediately at your foot, trying to go inside with you.
I just kind of poke my head in the door. Hey, I'm having a little issue with my friend, the crow. His name is Cal. We figured that out.
Cal!
And yes, he's trying to show me something, but I'm just not getting it. Maybe you guys can help me.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a look.
So he's rearranged these things a few times, once by size, and then once by shininess, and then he's kind of put the like things together this time, and he wanted me to get these mushrooms out of my bag.
Did you... Maybe he wants the mushrooms.
I tried to give it to him. He didn't want it.
He didn't want it?
So those mushrooms came out of the spirit wild,
Cal!
and so did he.
Yeah.
What types of little bits of refuse have we got going here? Is it anything that I recognize as being with spirit sight special in any way, or
It's-
different, not belonging where it is?
It's a, some tinfoil, kind of balled up a bit. There's a nail. You found a stick, a pencil eraser, and there's also a balled up napkin. It's really kind of it's a jumble of lots of different things.
Mm.
Maybe he's trying to tell you something about the mushrooms?
How did he carry all of this? Did he do multiple trips to come in?
Cal!
I'm assuming, because all this stuff was sitting here. then he just
Yeah,
Arranged it.
that's some
It's like
dedication.
he went and got all this stuff, and then he went and got my attention to show me. So obviously he's got something to tell me. I'm just being thick.
Well, it might not just be you.
Right, like I might be right there with you, boo.
We got to learn to speak the same language, Cal.
Cal!
I think I heard that one, or I understood that one. That was duh.
So, have you tried arranging? Can we try arranging the items in our own sequence? Is this a game he's trying to play, maybe?
Well, I'm not sure. I picked all this stuff up and then just kind of put it down randomly, and he put it back the way that it was.
But did you put it down in a pattern?
No, I just picked it all up and then just kind of
And just
put it back down. Yeah.
got
like-
you.
And he put it back the way it was before you picked it up.
Hmm.
Right.
So that makes it sound like, he's trying to tell you something with...
I'm gonna take these mushrooms and lay them out by size.
Where are you going to put them?
I'm gonna put them on the ground next to the stuff,
Mm.
and I'm gonna lay them out by size, or by making the ones that are look the same next to the ones that look the same, in kind of the same way that.
Mm. It looks over it,
I can-
looks up at you, looks down.
I see. I can be obtuse too.
It rearranges a few things, and you can see any of the garbage that is more or less organic, any bits of food or plant material he puts with the mushrooms.
he's not trying to get you to eat those mushrooms, is he? Because I don't know that that's a good idea.
Yeah, I feel like I should do just a little bit more research before I go doing that.
Please do.
Cal.
Yeah.
Cal.
Okay, so
Cal.
well,
I love Cal.
I mean,
Cal got some too.
I can tell you this though: if I was to eat one of these mushrooms and it was poisonous, I mean, I could do something about that. But if it's like, if there's some sort of spirit effect, I don't know that I could do something about that.
And either way,
poison I can deal with.
Yeah, but
I've poisoned myself plenty of times.
It's just like a hobby of yours.
Well,
we might talk about that a little more in depth sometime, but or maybe you should find a professional to talk to about that.
Well, it wasn't on purpose.
That doesn't make it better. Because it was multiple times, that doesn't make it better. Arguably, that makes it worse.
Oh no.
Okay.
Cal.
Cal is my
agrees
favorite.
With me.
Cal is best boy. Love Cal.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he's trying to tell you about the mushrooms.
What is the pattern now that Cal has everything in?
He's separated. Seems like organic from inorganic.
Organic from inorganic.
Yeah, I have two kind of thoughts on this. For me, this is saying either, like you were saying, maybe eat the mushroom, but it also kind of makes me think plant the mushroom. I mean, you don't plant mushrooms, but you know what I mean. In the same.
You culture them, but yeah.
Right.
And I'm gonna just look at Cal and say, I want you to bob your head if I'm correct, and shake your head if I'm wrong. Do you want Charlie to grow the mushrooms? Aha! Cal's got yes and no down.
Well.
Okay, maybe not.
Carl.
This trolling ass bird, yo.
Yes, he's a corvid. I should know better.
Well, I think I should definitely at least take clones and try to get some spore swabs.
That might not be a bad idea, actually, Charlie, because if you can cultivate a connection with these, you might feel less adrift in the spirit wilds next time.
Right, and in doing that, I can do a little more research on what the effects of these may be if they were ingested,
So, please.
I'm not talking about eating them. I'm talking about putting them under the microscope.
Doing some science.
Yeah.
I'm down for science as long as it doesn't involve human
Not all of
experimentation.
mycology is like walking around in the forest and poisoning yourself.
There is a difference between science and Marvel Comics science.
Yes.
Right.
Let's do.
Show me somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we lean harder toward the good science stuff?
Cal hops up on the railing. Cal!
Well, I
Well, I'm
can't
gonna
imagine
gather up
that
stuff.
here is a good idea. Quite frankly, they probably need a different environment than where we are right now, Cal.
Cal.
Okay. Okay. They do that. They do that. It's so funny.
He hops in.
Yeah, so I gather up the mushrooms and put them back in the bag, and I shouldn't even have taken them out. That wasn't the smartest thing to do. My samples are going to be so contaminated, but I'll figure that out.
I mean, if you're able to culture them, then you would have fresh specimens to work with.
Well,
From a
the
controlled
idea
environment.
would be right. Well, that's the tough part. Is I think I would have to. Anyway, science.
Yes.
Like, I know what I would actually need to do. I would need to split them open and take clones from the inside, and hopefully they wouldn't have been exposed to the contaminants of the outside world.
I'm gonna cheer on the actual science and leave it to the person who at least ostensibly has that knowledge, who is not me.
Sounds good. Cal jumps back down.
That's something that Billie actually can do.
Nice.
Cal jumps down to the collection and then starts rearranging it again. And this time seems a little more satisfied because now it's not just groups of things in a single order. It seems like there's a category, organic things in the order of size, and then inorganic things also ordered by size, and then string, because there's just one big pile of string. He kind of likes that, but he now has like categorical piles. And then
Okay, so we need to organize things.
And then he goes and eats whatever trail mix that he can find, if there's any left over. And then looks at the pile, and then flies off. Determined, yes, to find something else for the pile.
Either Cal is terrifyingly intelligent, or you got yourself a hoarder friend.
I think two things can be true.
Mm-hmm. Both. Both is
think,
good.
I think por qué no los dos?
Right.
Broberry's like, what the fuck did I just miss?
Crows. Well, one, anyway, with opinions about mushrooms.
Yeah, crows don't shut the
bird
fuck up.
business.
They're always going on about something.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
so
I know.
hey, Proberry. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get my my GoPro harness out and put that on, so that maybe Proberry will shut up.
You feel his contentment as if he was a baby in a Bjorn.
Oh God. And I not really paying attention to the fact that I'm doing it, but I'm going to pat him across the top, where his, the top of his casing.
Not that you could perceive, because he's still just in the physical world, just a square camera, but you think he's smiling. He's ready for action. He's ready to capture all the right moments.
sort of like this one.
All right.
I'm sitting still.
Calm. All right. So now, you guys have the room. You have your stuff. What's your plans?
Okay, so I am checking in on all of my my scripts that were looking for information on the Brotherhood and I had several things that were out there.
Yeah.
Scraping. I'm catching up on email, dear God. And also, so we talked about how stupid I felt for taking you guys into the spirit wilds like I was going to be enough. But, between the three of us, we were enough. So I think we need to work on that. Like, we got to get our shit together. Individually and collectively, I think. We work together. The three of us. So you had the roughest time in the spirit wilds. And I'm just using that as a reference because it's both fresh in our minds and kind of a starting point, at least for me. But you had the roughest time out there, Charlie. How you feeling about it now?
A little bit better, but I mean, only a little.
That's probably fair enough. I'll be honest, werewolves is not a thing I've ever run into in there before. So that was new territory for me too.
Yeah, that was my first werewolf.
Yeah, same. And hopefully last.
Alice was not.
That's what I was going to say.
Alice is
Other than maybe
fine.
Alice.
Alice is fine because she's not trying to actively murder us. But the ones that are, yeah, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, I'm good on that.
Yeah, those quote-unquote witch hunters.
Yeah, not my favorite. Not my favorite.
Not a fan.
That's a new search string. By the way, witch hunter werewolves. Let's put those together and start looking for information.
Okay.
I guess we've also got a lot to get caught up on.
Yeah.
How? So you did talk to Aunt Mabel, right?
Yeah, I did. Apparently everything is going fine, and Jolie has made a friend.
Tom.
Yeah, they are doing shenanigans, and everything else seems to be going just fine. I haven't heard anything untoward anyway.
Shenanigans is mildly terrifying. Is Aunt Mabel okay?
She's fine. She's like anyone looking over a young person. Mildly tired. Just like all the time.
I see. Oh. Okay. Well, I mean that's one front that's good to hear from anyway.
Yeah.
You did basically. She informed you that Tom was taking care of Jolie, having a good time there. Bo was helping Mark with the investigation and the lawyer stuff. Holly was keeping an eye on. Hello? Somebody excused me.
Oh, that was my phone. Sorry.
No worries. I was like, somebody's talking to me. It's great.
Proberry?
I got something to say.
Excuse me.
That's officially Proberry's voice in my head.
Excuse me, when are we going? You learned that Holly is basically keeping up with Lucia and any of the digital stuff, while Jennifer has found herself staying undercover at the Calhoun's bar, keeping an eye on what they have tracked down to be the home guard.
Oh,
yeah.
That's scary. Okay.
Oh, and Sunny's doing well too. She's teaching
Yes.
yoga at a nearby safe house.
Nice. But yeah, all of that stuff.
Okay. So I worry about Jennifer because those home guard people are unhinged.
That's putting it lightly, to be sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering.
Yeah, that seems like the biggest danger in the information that we got,
Yeah.
or at least the most immediate danger.
Yeah, I don't know that I like that necessarily. I hate to waste her effort by saying we should pull her out of there, but I don't know if I like. I mean, after what we heard from, or what you got from Karen the Owl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not a wasted effort, but maybe it's time to, like, not anymore.
Yeah, especially if she's got a pretty good handle on who's the leader. I mean, she's potentially could just tell us who among them is most likely to be the contact that started this whole owl mess. I just... Does she do like you? Does Jennifer do like you do? She doesn't... I mean, could she see the owl riders if...
Honestly, I'm not sure. I could ask her. But
You
that's
know that
honest.
she is not awakened. She's part of the cult. She's one of the many sleepers that, are a part of it, but she is not
She's a
herself
sleeper.
awakened.
Got you. Yeah, so she's a sleeper.
Okay.
But the owl rider thing is definitely a concern, because that's where my head went to first.
Now, being as how she's, with your group, she's potentially less tasty to the owls, but it might, that I don't think they'd necessarily form an attachment with her, but I would be concerned that one of the people being ridden by an owl shard might focus on her at some point. Like, if she drew their attention, I'd be worried. I think it might be safest to get her out of there. I don't know that I like her in there.
I can call Aunt Mabel.
See what she says. If she thinks that she's playing it safe, I appreciate all of their help. I really do. I didn't really want anybody to put themselves in the line of fire, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll call Aunt Mabel. And
You also
see.
you also have the numbers of the individuals themselves. So you don't have to always go through Aunt Mabel. You can contact them as well. If that
I could
comes to
call
mind.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
I could call Jennifer and just ask her.
It couldn't hurt to get her feelings on the matter. Especially with her not being able to protect herself.
Yeah.
And I'm not worried about, well, okay, I am a little worried about physical protection, but I'm a little more worried about spiritual protection.
Yeah, that's the biggest threat to me.
Mm-hmm. And magical protection, that whole
situation
that she perceive.
Yeah. Probably gonna call Jennifer.
Okay, yeah. If you want to call her right now, or did you want?
Yeah, the sooner the better.
Okay. So, yeah, you have all your stuff back. So you have your phone. Easy enough to give a call to Jennifer. When she answers, you hear loud rock music in the background. And she's like, hello, hey, hi, hey, Jezebel, what's going on?
Not much. Where are you right now?
Oh, you know, and you hear get your hands off. Okay, now, yeah, so I'm just hanging out here, you know, at the Calhoun's, just having a good old time with the boys here.
Okay. Shit. I wanted to talk to you about something regarding that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's happy hour right now, but you know, it's all good. I can move my shift around a little bit. Here, let me 1 second. Let me go talk to Pip here and see if I can get a bit of a break. 1 moment.
Okay.
You hear that she put you on mute.
If she needs to do this later,
yeah, that's fine.
She can call back.
That's fine.
You come back and you're like, all right, okay, so I can spare a couple minutes here. Let me go see if I can find a you know what? Ladies' room is almost always empty.
Funny. So this, if you need to like do this later, that's fine. I just wanted to ask you really quickly, this information that you're getting by being at Calhoun's, are you feeling safe and comfortable with doing that?
Fuck no. God damn, a bunch of these assholes here. They got I don't even want to tell you about what they have here, but it's kind of gross. But
okay,
it's fine. This is why I went to Juilliard.
I get it, and I don't want you to feel as though I don't appreciate what you're doing, that we don't appreciate what you're doing. Just know that you don't have to, because we all know what you're up against here. And maybe it might be a little bit worse than we're thinking. So for your safety, and because we care about you, we don't want to put you in this situation if you don't want to be in this situation. We can help you out of there.
That's fine. I appreciate it. I'm not like held hostage here. I'm not like Princess Peach or anything. I'm good.
Princess Peach.
Look.
That's true.
I've got a little place set up a few blocks away. Ocean and Lyric hooked me up with a spot at the Lakashim. So, I get there, get my makeup, put the costume on, walk to work, deal with these assholes, serve some drinks, get touched inappropriately quite a lot. But it's okay. It's okay because I'm getting close. I think Pip's starting to let his guard down.
Okay. The minute that you feel like enough is too much, get out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, it helps that these guys are a bunch of gun nuts because they don't mind that I bring my own gun.
That's true. That is true. Just be careful. And thank you.
Anytime. Well, not anytime, but this is a good time. Fine.
I would hope not anytime. I'm sure you have better things to do.
Yeah. Why did I go to Juilliard? God damn it. Okay, no.
Okay.
I had a crisis. Hollywood is rough, okay?
I believe you. If and when you get any relevant information about that situation, can you let me know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Relevant information. They are planning a counter protest probably in the days leading up to Christmas. Ooh, they just want to bitch about people not saying Merry Christmas.
These people are bored as fuck. Oh my god.
They're gonna go protest like the local Nordstroms or something. It's stupid.
Ew, that's
it says Happy
so
Holidays
sad.
on the sign, and they're all like, "Wow."
Oh, that is the saddest thing I've heard today.
But there is also I don't get down, and I don't like dealing with him very often, and he's always downstairs. But there's been business types. Looks like they go down and meet with what's his name? Crap. Oh no, I don't have the name in front of me. I don't remember it. I'm a terrible person now.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Ned, that's right. Ned. Ned's always downstairs. It's kind of scary, but he's meeting with like just a bunch of different random people, but lately it's been a lot of business suit types.
That's foreboding.
I thought it was interesting because normally you just get a bunch of biker assholes in here. Not that all bikers are assholes. I've met some good bikers, but these guys, they're a little too happy on the, bald head, skin, shaved and white skin type. For my
Yeah. Not my kind of crowd.
Shaved head either. It's like, man, the Nazis co-opted everything.
Well, you're not wrong, darling.
The swastika used to be a beautiful sign.
I mean, it still is, depending on which way you rotate it, but they really fucked it up for everybody.
Nah, nobody wants to look at that anymore.
No.
But anyway, no, Jezi, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm doing well. Well, good. I'm doing my job.
Well, just keep your eyes open, that's all. Lots of love
All
to
three
you,
of
bro.
them.
Thanks. I appreciate that. And I guess I'll talk to you later.
Absolutely. But, we're gonna have to have a rager after this.
Absolutely, we are. Sunny will be thrilled.
Excellent. I'll mix the drinks.
Nice.
Anyway, I gotta get back to my shift. There's gonna be some horny middle-aged man that needs his beer.
You go do that. I'm gonna go do other things.
All right. Have fun.
Pasta. And I relay all of that info.
Clap. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like she's got a handle on it at least. I don't know that I could say I feel better about it, but I'm maybe a little less worried.
Yeah.
I like that she's able to pack.
Yeah, that was very nice to know. That was very nice to know.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess as long as she feels confident, I don't want to like force her to stop.
Yeah, situation where she is right now, it also sounds like she's gone to some effort to change her appearance,
Yeah,
which is also good.
very smart.
But the situation that she's in right now, disappearing too abruptly could be just as bad as getting caught.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
As you are contemplating the next step, nay, your phone rings.
Oh, have I ever missed that sound? Not hello.
Inea Blackwell?
Yes.
You're late. Oh my god, you forgot, didn't you? Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. This is I forget this name too.
Back to the name thing.
Riley. This is Riley Smythe. Hope you didn't forget about me.
No, didn't forget about you. No idea what the date is. What is today?
About mid-December, December 15th.
Oh. Had you tried to get a hold of me before this?
Well, I did look for your presence. You weren't anywhere to be found. It was only until recently when I found that you were available.
Yeah, so that'd be why I don't know the date. So.
How you doing?
We don't have time for that conversation. Where do you want me? When? Considering.
Well, I would like to know if there was some interesting activity on the web shortly after you left. Lots of static going on with the union. I gotta admit, that actually brought a bit of a smile to my face. But no, rumors that you were traversing into other dangerous territory, and then nothing. And now I'm just kind of curious. What does the underground know about my facilities?
To my knowledge, at least at the moment, Nothing. But I also haven't looked into it. Haven't had a chance. Because if anybody's heard anything about you, it wasn't from us. We weren't even in the position to relay anything were we so inclined. And since we owe you, no.
Okay. I believe you. Anything special going on that I should be aware of?
No. Not at the moment. But I may be getting back to you. You reachable on this number?
No.
Thought not. Is there a way to reach you?
You know my my server.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this was enlightening. Thank you. I expect another report a month from now. Bye.
Bye. I'm amazed. I'm amazed they were satisfied with that. I wouldn't have been.
You get the impression that they keep an eye on things, and they may just mostly be checking to see your honesty.
Uh-huh. Well, they got what I was willing to give. How long were we out of touch? Because for us, it was just a couple of days.
Yeah, it wasn't very long. It was a few days.
Okay.
There wasn't really a big time discrepancy. You didn't really deal with any
No displacement.
any realms that had a lot of timey-wimey stuff going on.
Timey-wimey stuff is very wibbly-wobbly. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I did forget about them. I'm still not real sure what we tripped over there.
Somebody that just wants to have information. So at this point, the evening has drug on a bit. It's actually now into the evening. You guys wanted to talk a bit more about your compatibility.
Yeah, so, I am going to set myself a reminder in my phone to check in a month with Riley. Because Nay's life is a zoo. Okay, so Jezi
Mm-hmm.
surprised me in the spirit wilds.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Surprised me? Yes, yes, you do.
No, just, my general magic. That's what I do. It was pretty comfy there.
Okay, so that's good to know. So it sounds like that's something that you and I have in common.
Yeah.
So let's work that. And Charlie. I guess I don't really know much about what you do.
Well, I mean, I would say the main thing that I deal with is like how space corresponds to each other, how things are relative to each other in space.
Well, that tracks with how you tossed us from downtown Seattle into the Olympic National Forest that one time.
Right, and I'm not 100% sure exactly how I did that because that seemed a little bit more than what I was used to being capable of.
Okay, so that was
But
a surprise to you too, then.
yeah, that felt wild.
Well, adrenaline can do that, I suppose. So I mostly deal with spirits, and I'm pointing at Go Berry here. And starting to realize how weird I am, because I straddle electronics and nature and this world and the spirit wild. Apparently, apparently I've been more protected in the spirit wild than I realized too. That's something I have to take up with Moro.
But that's not the only thing that I do. Well,
Well,
I also have like a fairly vast knowledge of life magic and how life and space correspond with each other.
Okay, that's...
Do life.
Yes, so do I. Okay, so that's something that we all three do.
Mm-hmm.
Together. That's a touch point then.
Yeah.
Why didn't that dawn on me before? We've all done some kind of healing. Wow. Way to not pay attention, Nay. Okay, so how do we build on that? Life is a touch point that we all have. How do we bring spirit and correspondence together, maybe with the life as a base?
Life is
spitballing here, don't mind me.
Life is a base.
And Inea, you're specifically, when you're speaking with Charlie and Jezebel, you are specifically using terms that are not a part of your tradition. You are using the terms that you're using the Rosetta Stone, so to speak, that the traditions have kind of built for everybody. So
that's one reason she didn't come up with, well, I do life. Well, okay, but I do kind of, sort of. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah, from your perspective, it's all the same.
It rose by any other name.
And it's just silly that everybody separates it out.
When you get down to the bare bones basics, it all works the same way.
Hmm. Altering.
So
I posed that question and I'm being quiet because I am trying to wrap my brain around it and the rules that I've got in the references.
Yeah, I'm reading the rule.
Understood. There's a lot. Yeah. So as you are discussing this and trying to figure out, what works for you, you do think that it would be beneficial to spend time doing this, and I'd say you don't necessarily have to figure all of this and role play all this out. Definitely something that you guys can stretch out over the next week or so. And in the morning, each of you kind of has a idea of kind of where you want to go to do a little bit more work, a little more research, a little bit more investigation. In the morning, when you walk out of the hotel, you do see that the pile of collected knickknacks has grown, and it is superbly organized. It's like it's at right angles.
So Charlie, Cal is mouthy.
He's definitely got something he's trying to tell us here, and he's really working on it. Unfortunately, it feels like he's working the same angle. Just working the shit out of it.
Right angles. Is it just like it's a series of like 90-degree angles lined up?
Everything is just placed perfectly. Like everything is like the right space around. It's between. It's equidistant. It's right angles. Everything is very, very precise, and it's all separated into different categories of, these things are shiny. These things are soft. These things are strings. These things are these things are food. You could go through and you could recategorize everything and find out that it's more organized than some libraries. But then every once in a while,
you got yourself an OCD crow there. Anyway, you started to say sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so looking at it with spirit sight, is there any particular pattern or anything new emerging from that?
It's all mundane stuff, and as far as you can tell, none of it seems vastly important. It just seems like whatever caught his attention at the time.
So are these just like little gifts?
Open for interpretation, I guess. Is Cal visible nearby, or is he?
It seems he's off collecting more stuff. So the three of you have options. You can either separate and go different places, or you can stick together. There are lots of different places you could go to for material and or research. So whatever you would like to do. There's also yeah. What's on your plate? What do you guys want to look into? How do you want to do it?
So what do we have going? We have the Owl Shard investigation, which is tied to the Home Guard pretty tightly. But the Home Guard is also tied in pretty tightly with the attacks on the homeless camps. Then we have Charlie and the murder investigation and the Men in Black, which is where Riley comes in. That was that whole mess because Riley hauled our bacon out of the digital web. What else do we have going that I'm forgetting? Because I'm sure there's something.
No, you seem to... Good.
Malcolm just had us looking at the owls, didn't he?
That's his primary concern for you.
Yep.
Okay. So it's the owls and the murder investigation. Hold it. That mess when we all first met was... I'm
Wait,
thinking
which
about
mess?
The very first one, the with the T1000s.
The one
Oh,
with the T1000s.
Yeah,
with Brad.
Yeah, with Brad and Sunni.
And
When they got
Joy.
kidnapped and we met Techie Pesci and the Terminator dude.
That's the
Yep.
one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Techie Pesci. I
Name
will
is
never
Winston.
not laugh about that.
Love
Yeah.
that guy,
Yes.
honestly.
Winston and Penny.
And Penny, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's also tied in with the technocracy thing that Griffin Claw was also wrapped up in from a different angle,
Right.
which is what got us into the digital web. Okay, wow.
Jesus.
This
Okay.
has been a ridiculous few months for these people.
So, okay. What does go on with the technocracy currently? Aren't they like splitting into factions or some shit?
We have some idea that that's the case because the man in black that contacted us at the diner
Came out of nowhere and made
was
it safe
kind
for
of-
Charlie to be Charlie again at the expense of one of Charlie's friends.
right? So we gotta find out what the hell happened there. So that's
Okay, so I'm sorry, which one was the one that was looking into legal stuff for me?
Bo.
Bo. Okay.
I almost said Brad, and I knew it was wrong as soon as I thought it. I was like, it's Bo. Okay.
See, I remember some of the
Okay.
names. Okay, good.
I remember Holly.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes remember Holly.
Holly's cute. She's
I
got a little
remember
pixie
Holly.
haircut. Yeah.
I remember Holly because Holly is a cute name to me. I don't know.
I will be.
It's-
I couldn't describe any of these people off the top of my head. I'm not supposed to come up with their names, so
Bo is tall, blonde hair, kind of an intense gaze.
I am sort of blithely ricocheting from encounter to encounter in this game. I mustn't remember anything.
It's like a pinball machine. Yeah.
Yes.
I need to start taking notes or recording or something. Yo.
I have
And
notes.
recording.
They do me no good.
I take horrible notes. I swear I do, man. Okay. So, okay. Focus. Can we call Bo, perchance?
If you'd like. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to know what goes on with that.
Okay. Absolutely.
Well,
Um,
I'm driving us to get breakfast. We
Yes!
will call Bo.
French toast!
Where are you going for breakfast? You guys.
Somewhere yummy.
It sounds like somebody wants French toast.
You can always find French toast in the area.
Yeah. French toast can be found anywhere, and I am not choosy.
Okay. I actually want to avoid that place where we met Griffin Claw right before our raid. I don't want to be anywhere near that place right now.
Yeah,
that's
same.
downtown Seattle.
Anywhere but there.
Yeah, that's more downtown Seattle.
Find a place that has a woman's name in the title and like in the name of the place.
Is there a place named after
or if it is just a woman's name, like it's Emma, and that's the name of the restaurant. That's the kind of place I want.
Okay, we gotta find one named after somebody's grandma. Like
right.
Ethel's Kitchen.
Gertrude.
Yes, Ethel. Yes, Ethel. Is there an Ethel's around?
I don't know if there is, but we're going there.
Which area of Seattle are you going to be hanging out? There's the.
Where are we right now? I don't know.
Currently, like.
Question.
Are we in Edmonds?
No, you're more. Like Lake Union area.
Okay.
South.
That's kind of where I was picturing.
South or East Lake Union.
We could pick up the slut.
Yes.
That's a South Lake Union trolley.
Yes.
Oh. Is that what that's called? There's a trolley. That's why.
They had to change. They named it that, and then they changed the name of it because they realized that they named it that.
Did not think that all the way through, did we?
They totally should have kept it. That would have been epic, yo.
Yeah, or did they? Was there some city worker sitting at the desk going,
hey, look, if a crossword puzzle in the shape of a swastika could show up in a newspaper on the first day of Hanukkah multiple times in history, somebody's planning this shit out. Okay. I'm just saying.
My goodness.
I'm telling you, trolls are everywhere.
That's hideous. Truly.
It is. Okay, so in like your area, there's definitely lots of different eateries and places you can go. If you're staying in this area, there is the Vajra, which is a crystal shop. There is the Pike Place Market, which isn't too far away. There is there's definitely a lot of little restaurants. There's also the volunteer park. If you guys are going a little bit further out, there is in Ballard area, there's the Splintered Wand, the Metaphysical Library of Seattle. Obviously, a lot of little restaurants in that area as well.
So,
and Soto area, where the Lakashim and other places are.
Okay. Well, I don't want to drop in on the Lakashim right now. Well, early in the day, probably not going to risk messing with Jennifer showing up or anything like that. But that said, let's stay close to the crystal shop because I'm going to assume that Nay knows it's there and she needs to restock, especially on quartz crystals, because they went through a shit ton of them.
I was literally just thinking, I want to change out my hair jewelry.
All right.
Oh, Nay just had. Oh. Jezi.
Yeah?
You feel like playing with my hair?
Ooh, yes.
So let's, after breakfast, talk about hair jewelry.
Let's talk about hair jewelry. That's going to be awesome.
Okay.
I have so many ideas.
Oh, I'm down
All right,
for this.
so.
All right, so you find a nice little
So like a little diner place or something.
Diner. We'll say it's called Ethel's.
Yes.
Ethel's Cupboard.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, that's precious.
That's a winner.
Yes.
And it looks like it's about the size of a closet from the outside, but then you walk in and they've got like half the building.
Yeah, it's a fucking TARDIS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pleased. I love that.
TARDIS with a flat grill.
And somebody who knows how to work a spatula.
I know they're gonna have the best French toast here.
They use good 3-day-old stale bread.
It's gonna be so tasty.
Okay. So you get to the restaurant, you guys have a decent meal, you guys talk a bit amongst yourselves about what you want to do, and your what options are you talking about in terms of hair?
Ooh.
So, Nay works in totems, or not in totems, excuse me.
Talismans, fetishes? Well,
Okay, so she's working that direction. Let me actually pull up my character sheet like a smart person would do. So she's thought about working that direction, and she's seen the way that Jezi utilizes her spells and stuff.
Yeah.
Nay is not coordinated physically for the dancing thing. That's not going to happen. That said, she is a martial artist, and she knows working in offerings and, magnifiers. I am missing a word here. The way she was using the crystals in the spirit wild was mostly as offerings. But this would be a way of carrying those sorts of things with her without having to sacrifice like pocket room.
So it would be symbols and writings, inscriptions, runes as part of your instruments.
Right, there we go. Instruments. That was what I was looking
Instrument,
for.
foci.
Foci. Yes, those. Yes. Wow.
Yeah, the focus. Yeah, the instrument part of your focus.
Yes. So she's looking to incorporate that so that they are with her regardless of how she gets caught, because she literally got caught techless in the spirit wilds, and that was crappy. So, well, after the spirit wilds especially, she felt naked without her tech once they came out in downtown Seattle or wherever they came out, in an alley in Seattle.
Yeah.
And went straight into a fight. She's like, no, that's not okay. Anyway, so that's what Nay is thinking.
Fine.
Jezi has her foci, has components of her magic always with her because they're attached.
Mm-hmm.
And Nay is like, this is a good idea. Also shiny.
Yes. Shiny, and it gives you music when you walk. It's great. It's like your own personal intro music every time.
Yeah, Nay is looking for less of the music, unfortunately.
Well, that is still one of your instruments, though.
You're not wrong, actually, thinking about it. Nay really hasn't used that, so maybe some bells.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And then like crystals.
No whistles.
No
No slide
whistles.
whistles.
That's
Yeah.
No,
maybe a kazoo.
either.
I didn't know kazoos.
No. I got there before you did.
But I could imagine that music can effectively work as an offering to certain spirits as well.
There are bell dancers in several Native American traditions.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
there's that. Okay, so anyway, that's where Nay's brain was going with that.
That'll be cool. We can come up with something like nice and pretty that has the shinies.
I'm gonna have to leave that one up to you.
You're going to push me to try and find a way to modify these 3D models. I gotcha. I agree.
Okay, but we all know that you enjoy doing that, so you're fooling no one.
Mm-hmm.
I spent almost 10 hours in Unreal tutorials earlier this week. So yes.
Oh God.
Wow.
I am so familiar with that rabbit hole, though. I mean, or similar ones anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Not that particular one, but been there.
So some interesting new developments in Inea's understanding of how to use her instruments coming from Jezebel. And where do you go to get... So I guess you guys are going to a place that would have those type of items. It would be kind of a combination of the crystal shop and like a salon.
So when I did mine that I was wearing for a few weeks, it was actually jewelry making jump rings from Michael's, of all places, and lobster claw necklace findings attached to so I wire wrapped some stuff myself, and there were like jewelry charms, and there was quite a few things. And I do plan on putting that back in. It was too heavy at that length, so I needed to change the length. So even a craft store, but I think I was thinking of starting at Vajra. Was that the name of the crystal shop?
Indeed. The Vajra.
That's the one. I was thinking of starting there. Oh, I'm looking at a display of semi-precious stone beads right there behind that gentleman in the picture.
So yeah, you leave Ethel's cupboard and just you're in the area, and of course you knew of this location, so you find it pretty easily. You know, it's nestled in one of the nicer portions of the neighborhood, and there's a fine gentleman just kind of tending it, putting books away. Then looks up to you when he hears the bell. He's like, "Morning."
Morning.
Hi. So, I have a few things I'd like to get. I want to get like the herbal blends that I can add to my doobies.
Okay.
I need to get more crystals just in general. So just generally looking for stones. And then probably incense for like my meditation.
Yeah, definitely anything of a esoteric nature you can find here. They've got a decent collection of books, and given your level of discernment, you can easily tell which ones are fluffy bullshit for, the casual practitioner versus, some of the stuff that's a little bit more worn, some things in the back that seem to have like actual knowledge in it.
I call those casual ones fluffy bunnies, unicorns, farting rainbows. That's my term for those.
That's fair. Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I am wrong. Okay.
Yes, you're not wrong. Okay. But you do, but a lot of those practices still stem from true beliefs and true theories and practices. So
they're just skimming the surface is all I'm saying.
Yeah, the sleepers aren't going to know much better.
Mm.
So you can find quite a few things that definitely work for all of your focus, because you got a Verbena witch, a Kha'vadi shaman, and a ecstatic. All things can be found here. Basic stuff.
Yep. I'm just looking at those smudge sticks and thinking, hey, I need travel sizes of those.
Yeah, this would probably be not the best place for, the Sons of Ether, or even Hermetics would look at this place and just kind of walk away.
Yeah.
They would turn around and be like, the books aren't dusty enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the three of us, though, kind of tend to work with what's available immediately in our surroundings, so it's a lot easier for us to pick up foci and that sort of thing and just kind of roll with it.
Yeah. That urban witch life.
Mm-hmm.
This is another point of similarity between the three of us.
I think you've mistaken me for somebody else.
Oh shit, you're right.
Okay,
you're right.
You're right. Every so often, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Case in point.
I've spent more time in town over the last couple of months than I have over the last 10 years.
Yeah. To be fair, Charlie's probably everything's dead in here. There's no actual life to use.
It's all been severed and preserved.
Yeah. Every once in a while I pass a tree.
Oof.
Say hi.
Good gracious.
All right, so you were able to go through and find a few things. The shopkeeper or worker, doesn't own the place. He talks to you a little bit. His name's Nick. Helps you find any of the small things, but you can pretty much suss out all the things that you would need, all the crystals, any incense or infusions that you're looking for.
I mostly just ask the guy for a shopping bag and then take off.
Fair enough. Anything that you guys were looking for, in terms of instruments, not instruments, but even instruments, but items that would be cross tradition for you that you guys might find a way of working together with. Or
yeah,
share.
that is a good question. What are y'all's instruments?
Yeah, okay. You've probably noticed I work largely in food because it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I do crystals and chant music. What did I list even?
Right, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. I found it. It's an other.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Well, for Inea, she's got it on her bio page.
Okay.
So that's over here.
It's also on Jezi's bio page too.
Oh, that's the other thing I was thinking of. Symbols, writings, inscriptions, and runes.
Oh, that's kind of in my neighborhood, sacred iconography. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Cool. I
heard Jezi mention meditation, and that's one of my.
I work with that too. Yeah.
I do dances and movement, music, voice and vocalizations, and yoga for my meditation and such.
Yeah,
and I do work in food and drink as well. Interesting. I haven't been able to use that one.
Not exactly food and drink, but herbs and plants for me, and drugs and poisons.
Oh, I work in drugs and poisons too. I mean,
technically, drugs
doobies
are poisons. They're just in controlled doses.
Fair.
That
That's how medicine works.
is an entire practice, medicine work.
Yes.
I think Charlie does that.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, my medical
knowledge.
Nea's meditation is way more calmness and stillness. It's basically diametrically opposite of Jezi's.
Mm-hmm. I do movement meditation.
Right, and May is very much Yeah, seated and, in the cushion and
Right.
counting the breath.
Yes, exactly.
thing.
Breath work.
Yes, breathwork. That's what Nate does.
I mean, I think the
Well,
breath
we're on
work
the
is
same
something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The breath work itself is a thing because we do have breath work in yoga.
Which is one of your forms of meditation. So
Mm-hmm.
you can be standing on your head. We'll be sitting on our asses.
You could each
And
pick
I
a different
probably
lotus
will.
pose, and it'll come together and be like Voltron.
Just stack us up.
Yes.
Put a trench coat on us.
3 kobolds in a trench coat.
I was thinking urban raccoons, but okay.
I was just remembering a Vox Machina event. No.
Yeah.
No, it was Mighty Nine. Sorry.
Yeah, it was Mighty Nine. Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah.
Freaking hilarious. The cast almost died when they figured it out.
As you would.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Okay. So, you guys kind of talk about it, and you guys actually kind of find a few more common aspects between the three of you. And you pick up the supplies, and you take it back with you, and you figure out where else you're gonna go. Jezebel, an opportunity. Aunt Mabel did give you the address for the safe house
Mm-hmm.
that the Sahajiya run in the Seattle area.
In the Seattle area, how far away is it?
I mean, everything's kind of, accessible.
Hmm.
I mean, we're running around in Nea's SUV, so.
And it does
Yeah, that is
move
true.
from time to time.
The safe house does?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of nosy. I kind of want to go there.
Did you want to go there with your cabal, or would you go by yourself?
I'm not sure how wise it is to split up, so I can propose this. There is a safe house not too far, I don't think anyway, that we can go and take a peek at the Sahajiya safe house. And Sunni is teaching yoga there.
Okay. So what all did we need to get done today? I know we need to check in on what's going on.
Oh yeah, we need to call. Oh yeah,
Call
we do
Bo.
need to do that.
Yeah,
we need to call Bo.
Bo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to call Bo.
Yeah.
Okay. You give a ring to Bo. Couple moments later, he answers. He's like, "Oh, hello, Jezebel.
Hey Bo, it's good to hear
Hi.
your voice. How are you?
Tired." Been
Yeah, I
reading a lot.
bet. That's actually why I was calling. I wanted to see if there were any no any updates at all. No rush, no pressure. I just wanted to check in and see what was going on.
Well, I've been working with the that really good-looking lawyer guy, and it just reminds me of the law school days. Just going over mission brief, read, just constantly trying to find anything that will help us.
Yeah.
It's a weird case.
Yeah, it is. Is there anything that we can do to help while we're out and about?
Well, if you have a way to clone me, that'd be great.
I might be able to find that. Don't tempt me.
Well, I'll hold you to it. Although I don't think you really need two of me lying around here. But no, Jezi, it's going all right. I mean, as good as we could expect. I mean, it's a sad tragedy. Keep bringing up, I don't think this guy would even have been capable of figuring out how to do this. And I've talked with the coven here, and interesting, these witch people. I'm kind of thinking maybe we could bring some of them over to the commune. They got some interesting ideas.
I mean, I'm open to new ideas.
Yeah. I'll talk to Aunt Maple about it. She's very, despite she likes to keep things very much separate from the outside world.
Yeah. I mean, generational.
I don't know if it's generational. I think she's just trying to protect everybody. But
is that it?
Probably. I don't know.
That's fair.
I think she carved out a place for herself and felt comfortable, and then realized that you can't live that way. Not everybody.
No, it's not. I mean, you could, but it becomes stagnant after a while, I guess.
Yeah. But no, I've been just hitting the books and reading the local ordinances and going over the evidence. Some of it's pretty wild. The photographs are pretty hard to get through.
Yeah, I bet.
But they buried the kid. So I mean, but there's still questions I have about like the autopsy. So
questions you have about the autopsy?
It just seemed like there was contradictions in what the evidence was showing. I'm not really quite the doctor on this, but from way Mark was talking to me about it, he wanted me to see if I could find any specific cases of contradiction, and I did bring some of it up, but I'm not the expert. So doctors looked over it, and maybe.
I get you. Okay. Well, thank you for this, Bo. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, Charlie's a pretty cool guy. So.
Yeah, he is.
And we're just trying to, help out what we can. Plus, hey, this guy is innocent. Don't want him to go.
Yeah.
Going to jail or prison.
Yeah, because it would.
Quite frankly, he might better be contained in like a hospital. He's got some problems.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this would kind of give you problems.
Feel for him.
Yeah, same. Okay, I'm going
how are you
to.
doing?
Me?
Yeah, I miss you, girl.
I miss you too, Bo.
Yeah.
I'm alive, and that, despite everything, is something I can say with pride.
Oh. We'll have to catch up soon. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the Yule gathering soon.
Yeah.
Mabel's keeping the tree in the library. It's pretty awesome. It's big this year.
Nice. Oh, it'll be nice to look at my library again.
Well, whenever we can. I'm gonna head back over there. We're gonna take a bit of a small break here. I think everybody is. I know.
Yeah.
You shouldn't put the brakes on for a holiday, but
Oh, fuck that. I'm not saying like it's not important. It's just.
Oh, I'm gonna pop
you
in
guys
for like
need
2
to...
hours and then come right back here. But
2 hours. Give yourself at least 2.5.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Don't work too hard in there, but keep us updated.
All right. Yeah, no worries. I'll do one rotation on the Palmero. So yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
The family deserves it.
Yeah, they do. Okay, I'll talk to you later, Bo. Thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely. You stay safe.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Later, girl.
So, no real updates, unfortunately, but they are working hard. And they found some inconsistencies, so they're gonna try and apparently those are being poked at right now. But they're doing their best for your friend Charlie.
That's good to hear. I mean, no news isn't necessarily good to hear, but it's good to hear that they're working on it.
Yeah.
These sort of investigations sadly take time.
Yeah, they do. Well, here's hoping we hear something soon.
Okay. And now what were you planning on doing?
Okay. So we've already checked in. Well, Mark checked in with us, or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is effectively the same as checking in with Malcolm. Presumably close enough.
Yeah, you certainly could infer that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did we have? Oh, I forgot about Lucia too. She's tertiary. Okay, so my disappearing vloggers were. That was the technocracy thing, part of it.
The cancel monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, and glitch.
Yeah.
Mostly cancel.
Well, yeah, that was but it was related to the technocracy mucking around and inviting, creating, morphing the cancel creature, cancel thing. Okay. And Lucia was attached to that because she had gotten something similar to that cancel monster herself accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about it. Excuse me, sir. No. If Lucia is even connected to that, then. I mean, the technocracy did. Okay, cat hair.
You ran into cancel after you'd escaped the technocracy, and you happened to have Jolie with you.
Right. And that thing is still out there.
Are we looking for it or are we avoiding it? Because it seemed like we were kind of running from it the last time that we.
Oh yeah, no.
So, I don't know that going looking for it is the best idea, but then it being loose out there is another thing.
That's the thing that concerns Inea with regard to Lucia. Is this thing still stalking people and doing whatever it did to Jolie, or whatever it intended to do to Jolie? Because I'm trying to remember. I think there are still people missing.
Aren't there?
I thought so. Because Jolie was just the latest one.
Jolie was
Right.
the latest
There were
and the
others
only one that you were able
before.
to track
Right. We
down.
were only able to find like Jolie out of like 3 or 4 total
Mhm.
altogether. So we still have 3-ish missing vloggers.
Yeah.
And while we have a potential explanation, we don't know that they were all related to the cancel creature.
Right.
Just that it was hunting Jolie.
Do we have one of the assistants at the commune? Do we have one of them looking into those vloggers?
I think Holly was, yeah.
Holly.
Hollywood, if she could.
That's my girl. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know that we're looking for the cancel monster necessarily, but we might be looking for what caused it, what brought it into being, and or what's keeping it in being, in whatever digital manifestation it's got going. Because we actually know very little about that. It is at the moment, it is coincidentally related to us running into the technocracy, but it is not necessarily related to the technocracy. It's the kind of thing that sort of hangs around what the technocracy does.
Hmm.
Which oddly is the only reason that we ran into it, because we were tracing Jolie down and Jolie had gotten sucked in by the technocracy. So that may not have been related to anything but Jolie. He may have been the intersectionality there, and that may have been it.
Yeah.
Well,
But then the question, are these other missing vloggers, did they get sucked in by the technocracy too?
right, is that technocracy or is that cancel?
Right.
Yeah.
Or are both of them in the same, from the same boat?
Well, and here's another thing, is cancel taking advantage of the technocracy's access to these people in the real world, waiting for the technocracy to bring them into the digital web, and then busting in and doing whatever it is that it's been doing. Because that is approximately what it did while we were trying to get to Jolie.
Yeah. It did kind of come in like Kool-Aid, man.
But it was not working with the technocracy, the 2 technocracy T-1000s that chased us. We didn't see it till after that.
No.
From your perspective, I mean, you recognize that the technocracy, like the traditions, has multiple factions within it. So, what one hand may be doing is not noticed by the other hand.
Because like the Terminator dudes didn't seem to be working with cancel doesn't mean the cancel monster isn't technocracy.
Right. It might. And we already have some idea that there are at least 2 factions in technocracy. So at minimum 2, potentially more. We don't know everything we don't know about that situation.
Yeah, unknown.
The other thing about that is we don't know that information is even good. Given to us by a untrustworthy source.
That's true.
As you contemplate these ideas, Jezebel, do you go to check out the safe house?
Sure. How far away is it?
It's It's not far. Easy to
Okay.
get to. And do you go? This doesn't have to be the same day, because it's be all part of that same week. Do you bring Charlie and Nay with you, or do you scope it out on your own?
I think I bring them with me.
Okay. So on one of these days, the three of you, as you've been working together, trying to see if you could even cast magic together, and you haven't had too much success yet. It's been some pretty long nights as you've had theoretical discussions and examples of working magic, in front of one another, and just trying to get a better feel for what you can do. But you feel positive about the directions that you've been going. The three of you come across this location. The entrance is simple. It's inconspicuous. There's no windows. Red brick wall facing the street, dirty gray door. And you've heard of these Sahajiya safe houses before, Jezi. They're friendly places for people to explore ecstatic experiences without fear or judgment. And you enter the building, and the lobby is small, dimly lit. There's a partition that separates the rear from the front. And there's a kind of a guest book on a podium there. And you see different rooms listed, and you see that there's a yoga space down the hall. With a series of like 6 or so different names, all under Sunni's very elaborate signature.
I think I'm gonna sign my name and go to her yoga class.
Okay. Is Charlie and Inea joining the yoga? Or did you guys come geared for yoga?
Nay did not come geared for yoga. Nay is borrowing the Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Definitely not dressed for yoga.
They're not heathens, so there's Wi-Fi. You walk through the halls.
Hey, heathens have Wi-Fi too.
Yes. You walk through the halls, and there are several different rooms, and you catch glimpses inside these specialized rooms. There's one room dedicated to guided drug trips and meditations. There's another room, very sterile, clean, and it looks like that's where they practice suspensions and other body modifications. There's another room that is also clean, but has a flesh burning smell in it. And there's some branding rituals going on there. 2 other rooms that you walk by, and you hear singing and dancing coming from them. But near the back, there is this larger room, candle lit, with a half dozen people standing near thin foam mats. And standing at the head of the room is your friend, Sunni.
Mm-hmm.
And she smiles back at you, and just kind of sees that you're dressed for some work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she points to one of the vacant spaces, and she sees your 2 friends, and she's like, all right. So, for Charlie and Inea, what are you 2 doing in this space? Did you? while Jezi apparently does some yoga.
Looking to see if I can find a place to sit down with my laptop and poke around.
Yeah, absolutely. They have the Wi-Fi password.
I want to
posted.
watch. I'm not disinterested.
Okay.
I'm just not red. Just not dressed for the occasion.
Gotcha. Okay. So Inea, you are able to hook up to the local Wi-Fi, get into your VPN, and do a little bit of searching out about the city. You are able to. Well, what are you looking for?
So what I am looking for is references to Men in Black.
Mm-hmm.
References in the media to Oliver. Is it Oliver? The little
Oliver
boy?
Green.
Oliver Green. And what the media has been spinning about the story. And specifically, which media outlets are spinning which parts of the story, because that might tell us something. References to Men in Black, which I realize is going to get me some tinfoil hat results, as well as things that I might actually be able to use. But also, through my camera network, visual appearances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a intelligence and investigation roll. Difficulty 6. No, actually say difficulty 7. It's not the easiest.
Investigation. I can never find things when I want them. There it is.
Yeah, if I had my way and I was able to design this character sheet, I would design it so that instead of having the weird buttons at the top, you could have like a separate window or something where you drag the stat that you're trying to combine into just a window. And it'd be like, I'm going to drag dexterity and athletics and roll that into like, you could just drag and drop and go.
Would be a lot easier, yeah.
But what do I know? Okay.
All right, I've got 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Yes.
So just throwing out there a particular interest in the particular man in black that contacted us at that diner.
Yes, Quinn.
Thank you. I was not going to come up with that name. But obviously, other than just that one name and his his rough appearance, I don't have a lot to go on. So
doing a search for, specifically, you're looking into strange dealings in the Forks area, specifically around Oliver Green. And you've already looked into the police there. They seem to be pretty clean. But you have tapped into any of the video surveillance and footage that you can. And there's not a whole lot out there. But what you could find, and you compare it to what you have here in the city, looks like you actually have 3 successes, not just 2, because of the 10.
Did I get a 10 I missed? Yeah. Oh, there is a 10. Oh.
So, yeah, that's a complete success. So you actually are finding, and you've been able to filter out the crazier tinfoil hat stuff. But every once in a while, when you're looking through the footage, you see the same face over and over again in different places. The same bald gentleman, sunglasses, in a suit, all throughout the city, not just in the Forks area. And you're looking at the timestamps, and some of them are like too close together to be the same person in different places. The same face pops up a lot in your. And I say a lot, it's not a lot. It's like when you do see it, it's like it doesn't make sense that you'd be able to find them looking exactly the same, in different places, so close together, time-wise.
Okay, so like 50 miles apart, but with timestamps 2 minutes apart.
Right, yeah, that sort of thing.
Okay. So
we're talking location travel or more than one of them?
Well, that or, I mean, we could be looking at, quintuplets.
Right.
Or are we looking at somebody who can do something like Mark can do?
Right. That's what I was, That's what I was alluding to. That or, or being able to, or like I said, there being more than one of them, whether they're clones or they're, who knows what.
Yeah, being the technocracy, it could, that does open up the door to any melding of magic and technology. Actually. Oh,
the
that's kind of horrifying.
Wild, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to save off the relative snippets. Relevant. That's the word I want. Relevant snippets. Relative was not it.
Relative, relevant. Yes, better. It's all relative.
Save those off and so we've been seeing him in Forks. The cameras have been catching him.
You met Quinn in Edmonds.
Right. But we have, I have video footage of him in Forks. I'm just clarifying.
Yeah. Yes.
Around the time of Quinn's murder? It's Quinn.
Yeah. Yes.
Oliver's murder.
Yes. You also have footage of him in various places in Seattle. You also remember seeing him in the technocracy construct.
Okay.
He's everywhere and nowhere all at once. You talked with him in the park as well.
That's right. That's right. He found me in the park too. Okay, so this dude's been popping up a lot with a vague and questionable agenda. The fact that he's popping up and then influencing the investigation. Okay, so popping up around the time of Oliver's murder and then influencing the investigation
also
bothers me.
Also, in the area around the strange explosion of your first night together. Around the Tenebrous. Tenebrous? Yeah. Sorry, the Tenaris Sertabin fact warehouse.
Where we met Teki Pesci and Penny for the first time.
That big implosion, yeah. You see him hovering around what looks like the investigation and cleanup.
Okay. I am going to, obviously I have the snippets. I'm going to work them, together, just one right after another. Mm-hmm. And zip that up into a nice tight packet. shoot it off in an email to Mark. With a note, email, saying that, telling him everything we know about this guy, that he introduced himself as Quinn, that he is apparently part of a faction within the technocracy, and that he has contacted us, the three of us, with interest in us helping him with whatever his agenda is within the technocracy.
Right. I told Mark that when he came and saw me.
Right.
At the cabin.
Excellent.
Right. I don't know if I was there for that. I don't think I was.
You were not.
Okay.
But,
so
yeah, he's
getting it from two sides then.
Yeah.
Plus video footage proving that this dude is fucking weird.
Yes. Speaking of weird. No.
Yeah, this dude or series of dudes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of weird, you're in a Sahajiya's safe house, so all sorts of crazy things are going on.
Define. Depends on your definition, doesn't it?
Sure. You're right. I think even the people that participate in suspension would say, yeah, this is pretty weird.
You're not wrong about that. Yeah, it's almost a point of pride.
Yeah. In the yoga studio, Sunni leads the group, including Jezebel, through a very intense routine. Jezi, go ahead and give me a dexterity and athletics roll. Difficulty 7.
Oh, baby.
Actually, no, 7. 7. Oh, good.
Nice.
All right. Not since the day that you conquered the crow pose have you had this much difficulty. However, in the end, you find yourself covered in a sheen of sweat as you complete the routine in the relaxed child's pose. A sense of calming peace settles over your mind. And one last breath out. Beautiful. Well done, Nancy. Your form is getting much better. John, keep stretching at home, and I think you'll get the rope pose. You're so close. And, thank you, everyone. Next week will be great. Namaste. And once she clears the room, she sees as her broad smile shines upon you, and she skips towards you. Jezebel! Oh my god, I didn't know you would come in today.
Me either. It's good to be here, though. I needed a workout. How have you been?
Pretty good. What you think?
Love the new digs. Love the new, thing. It's really cool.
Yeah, I figured I'd put some of my skills to use.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm mostly just doing this for myself now. You're actually teaching people. That's really cool.
Well, I mean, teaching, learning, it all kind of goes together.
Yeah,
Lyric,
I feel that.
Lyric, she introduced me to Master Knick Knack, and it's been so pretty great so far.
Master Knick Knack.
Mm-hmm. Just sharing what we know, learning more, feeling the Lakashim flow through this place. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm glad to see that you're doing well.
It's been pretty good. I mean,
I'm glad.
I've only been doing this for a few weeks now, but I think I like it.
Well, it looks good on you, boo.
Thanks. What are you up to?
Ooh, girl. Let me tell you, and then I tell her everything.
Okay.
I tell
No
her
shit.
everything, all of the things. Yes.
Like a fucking crow?
Fam, when I tell you, I did get to ride on a Pegasus though. Very, very cool.
I'm jealous.
You should be.
Well, whatever. Sure. I mean, I don't know. It sounds a little dangerous.
It was. That's what made it fun. There was like no saddle or anything.
Flying without that. Gotcha.
Yeah, basically. Very, very powerful creatures. Not to be fucked with.
Oh, no,
and now
he says the same things.
Yeah?
Got some good stories. You should come around sometime.
You know what, I might. Mr. Knickknack, Master Knickknack sounds like a cool person. I mean, his name is Knickknack.
I'm not sure where he gets it from. He hasn't told that story yet. I'm waiting for it.
Is he here?
No, he's not. He's off out somewhere else. I think he's scoping out the next possible location.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Even so.
Sleepers, they come in here. They want to learn some cool, secret, scary, taboo shit. We help them. Make sure it's safe. And who knows? Maybe every once in a while, one of these guys will wake up and we'll bring them in. At the very least, they might come to the commune. I don't know. Aunt Mabel said that was a possibility.
Yeah. That is true.
It's how we found Jennifer.
Yeah. Nice. I wonder, is that where all the sleepers came from?
No. I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, we were born there, so it's a little different.
That's true.
Some of the people that come to the commune, they're routed to us from places like this. If they fit, if it makes sense for them.
That makes sense. Oh, I have a question for you.
Ask away.
Unrelated to any of this. Wait, do I have Brad's phone number?
I mean, I think you do, but Charlie does too.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's all. I wanted to make sure. I have to get more joy.
Oh, you have to be very careful on that.
Yeah, I've been like very precious about it,
Okay, just be safe, because I'll tell you, I don't want to take it again, honestly. But I understand everybody's got their different limits. I got mine. But yeah, okay, cool.
I'll be careful. It's okay.
Joy is Sunny's tequila.
Right. And you should see Sunny on tequila.
I mean, that's the first step for a good time.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Depending on what kind of time you're going for. Point being, it's been a hell of a journey, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. It's been interesting here too. Obviously, not as dangerous as you've been doing. But it's okay. It's okay. It's good. I got my little studio here, and Brad, he's been a little down lately, but whatever.
Why has he been down?
Well, I mean, I'm fairly open about things, but he kind of keeps things to himself. I think it's because he just hasn't really been able to accept his divorce. I don't know. Just, I mean, I guess he thought he was beyond it, that, he had taken steps to separate himself from his family, and then it's all finalized now, and I don't know. Maybe he felt he had moved on. I just want to be there to help.
Yeah. That sounds rough, man. Adult shit is rough.
I don't have to worry about it.
I don't either. I do have other problems though.
Lay them on me. I can pose out of it.
Well, there's a lot that I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about, but I can tell you certain things. And I tell her Sunni is awakened, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can tell her about the owl walkers.
That's some scary shit.
Yeah. They are not to be fucked with either. But not in the fun way like a Pegasus, in the bad way, like you're gonna die.
From what I understand, Pegasi are also quite dangerous.
Not if they like you.
I mean, you got me there. Never met one.
But yeah, the owl walkers are a thing. That actually is the first, reason, the first major, thing that brought Inea and Charlie together is one of these big, freaky owl things.
Yeah. And now I hear you're working with, the council or whatever. Kind of weird. You, all of a sudden became Sherlock Holmes.
Well, some sleuthing needed to be done, my dear.
Indubitably.
I love you, man. You're cool.
Always. I'm the coolest.
You're not wrong.
And you're not too shabby yourself, Jez.
Hair flip, I know.
Well, stick around. We got lots of things to do around here. If you are looking for anything, there's some showers, obviously, because it's hot in here.
Yeah, I am gonna probably take a shower, but
use the locker room on the left. That's the we're not looking for a sexual experience locker room.
Good call. Yeah. I appreciate that. Because
the other one is open for all.
Love that for them. Truly.
It gets it's a fun place. Took Brad back there once. I don't think he knew what to do with himself.
Oh, poor Brad.
I wouldn't feel bad for him. He had a good time.
Oh, I believe it. This is a Sahajiya safe house. Okay, I'm gonna go and wash my hair because I have sweat, and I need to put in new hair jewelry anyway. So
you meet up with Sunni. You kind of touch base. You kind of get everything caught up. You get a missive out for potential more joy from Brad, and over the next, like I said, over this week leading towards the Christmas holiday, the three of you do find all the things that we talked about, all the different new abilities. They kind of start clicking into place. Your intense yoga workout, you found that, was able to help increase your strength and stamina, your meditation, all those little things. Same thing with the research from Inea and Charlie being able to use that headdress and kind of just ascertaining more about the spirit world and getting to know Cal, all those little things that we kind of built last week are now solidified, and you've got them ready to use going forward.
Nice.
And we can put a pin in this here for now.
That was so nice. I got to hang out with Sunni, bro. I'm so pleased. And I got the best French toast in the world.
From Ethel's.
From Ethel's cupboard. Ethel is the best. Now I kind of want French toast. I don't know why I did this to myself.
Yeah, I might do that tomorrow.
We can't hear you, Billie.
Yeah.
Nope. Maybe unplug and replug.
Different.
There we go.
Oh, ta-da.
We got a little
Fixed
bit.
it.
How about now?
Yes.
Hear you.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that was weird. Oh, my work has this French toast. Excuse me. My work has this croissant bread,
Oh,
Ooh.
and it's like, like a loaf of croissant that's sliced up,
Ooh.
and they're like, like almost an inch thick. They like just barely fit in the toaster. Oh, I haven't had French toast with them yet, but Cindy was talking about making French toast with them. But what I do is I will take 2 slices of that. So I'll toast it, and I'll put butter on both sides, and then I'll put peanut butter on one side and Nutella on the other, and just ultimate decadence.
Come on.
can't do that to us, man.
Man, I'm eating something tonight. I don't know what I'm eating, but something is going in this gullet. I've had enough.
Y'all making me hungry, and
I've had enough. And now I need to find the stuff to make French toast because I'm not going to live properly without it now.
Okay. Well, you guys spent your experience. Everything's good to go there.
Wait, it still says 62 on my character sheet.
I'll fix that. I've got the actual.
Yeah,
numbers
mine still
elsewhere.
has the old total on it too.
I'll fix
Okay,
it.
cool.
I'll fix
Thank
it.
you. Sorry.
No problem. My bad.
Yeah, I'm glad you're keeping track of it, Tim, because I wasn't.
I think
I'm gonna-
I think I did the math.
Yeah, I've got a spreadsheet of everybody's.
Yeah, I did.
So it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's about it for now. Looks like we're hitting on the 2 hour and some minute mark. So we're all good. Had a good time. Next week is, well, it would be Boxing Day, so I don't know if you guys wanted to do that or not.
Oh, I have to tell y'all, I'm not going to be here on the 2nd. I'm not going to be here on January 2nd.
Right, understood. Okay, so we can skip the 2nd. But if you guys want to, we can meet up next week on the 26th.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we have anything happening. I will know more in the next few days what that's
Okay.
going to look like.
Okay.
So, but at this moment, it looks clear.
Okay, so we'll plan for that, and if not, then we'll follow up on the 9th.
Cool.
Excellent.
Either of you coming down for New Year's?
Oh, shit. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be here.
Okay.
I'm going to be in Tennessee. I appreciate you, though.
Tennessee sounds fun.
Yeah, that's gonna
I'm
be
going
a
to see my
great ball.
daddy.
Okay, that sounds
I
fun.
get an excuse to put my ball gown on.
Nice. I want pictures.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep it
Yeah.
on long enough to take pictures this time.
Yay!
I don't know if I'll be able to. It's always kind of weird.
Yeah.
the-
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to be very careful with money because I just found out the bombshell that they're going to raise my rent by $300. In
Ooh.
February. So
Oh, honey.
22% increase. Yay!
Ugh.
Ouch.
Yeah. And here's the sad thing. If I take the end total of what the rent will be and start looking for places that are cheaper than that, I can't find any. Everything in this area is more expensive than what they're going to start charging me in February. And I'm talking about like studio apartments, 1-bedroom apartments. This is still a nice 2-bedroom place. This is the deal. But $300 more a month is just ridiculous.
That
I agree.
hurts. Yeah.
That sucks.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
We've got a plan for the year, but I don't know. I mean, nothing's going to stop them from doing it again next year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless, legislation gets passed to fix that. Love state of Washington. Such a great liberal place with stupid capitalist ideas.
We had people in this area beginning of last year that were getting that and being like, I got 30 days to get out to find someplace else because I can't afford what they're trying to raise my rent to. And then there were other people that their landlords were just straight up telling them, get out, we're going to sell it.
Yeah, this is how you get homeless doctors,
Yes. Yes.
It's insane. Because
Doctors living in hospital parking lots in their cars.
Yeah. And I know the reason why it's happening is because the organizations that own the rental properties aren't worried about people. They're worried about profit. And they're all using the same software that's doing this algorithm that says, okay, raise the rent a super high amount. The people that don't want to stay, they'll leave. No big deal. You've raised the rent high enough that the people that do stay cover for that. Plus, you don't have to worry about the vacancies until they get filled. And when they get filled, it's going to be with people that are willing to pay. So even more profit that way. And everybody is using the software. It's not just like one or two little places. Everyone's using it. So now, nobody can get a place. And I don't know how that's sustainable.
It's not. That's the thing. And that is the bottom is going to fall out of that in the next few years because people already are not capable of sustaining it.
Right.
There are places where it's already starting to happen. So rents are going to plummet, property values are going to plummet. It's all going to be and then we're just going to start it again.
Right. But I want that to happen yesterday.
Yes. That is the problem, is that it's still that, we work with what we have, and what we have right now is kind of a dumpster fire.
I was looking into...
Yeah, occasionally we pour some water on it, and then it just starts back up again.
Yep. Yep.
Because it is a grease fire, after all.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't throw water on a grease fire. No. I was looking into the possibility of working... there's places that it's almost like Habitat for Humanity, but you're building your own house and different houses in the community.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a decent deal. But that's 1 in a million chance that they're like, oh yeah, we like you.
I looked into a program like that around here years ago, and the problem that I had with it was that where they were building was not even remotely near anything else. So it was not where anybody else wanted to live. So they were putting a housing tract, a subdivision in where people were going to need to have expensive modes of transportation like cars to get to literally anything. Groceries, work, anything.
Yeah, kind of the same thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Who knows? We might be homeless in a few... No, I'm not going to be homeless for at least another year.
Well, here's hoping it falls out before then.
That's a terrible thing to hope, but yeah.
It is.
It's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Well, okay, so what I'm really hoping that it hurts is all of these corporations that have been buying up all
Real
this
estate.
property and screwing people over. Because those corporations need to not be in real estate. Because, like you said, they don't give a shit about the people who live on that land.
Yeah, there needs to be some more tenant protections.
Yes.
Anyway, that's my political soapbox for the year.
Well, considering that the year is almost over.
Indeed. All right. Well, we'll see you next Monday. It'll be awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.